Do you have any predictions before it begins?
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Yeah.
I swear, that song is such a trailer song, and it's such a Chris song that I think they're gonna play it.
I'm the Mario, eat your arms, and then again, go on, goodbye to the Mario!
I'm still thinking that the dude from Wrecking Crew will be a Tumblr sexy man.
Please. This movie's gonna have the same effect as Mario Odyssey had on Pauline. They're gonna keep bringing him back. They're gonna bring Foreman Spike.
Just imagine seeing like Foreman Spike but as a Catboy.
Please. I seen Benry as a Catboy, and that guy is like a husk of a man in a 1998 video game.
Keegan-Michael Key will be voicing Toad, but like all of them or just a
I hope
specific
so.
one?
I hope so. I hope all of them.
No, you know what I'm thinking?
I hope
I'm
they're like
thinking,
minions, but instead it's Keegan-Michael Key.
I'm thinking most of the Toads will just have their voice from the games, but then Keegan-Michael Key will voice like the badass Toad who makes like a bunch of cliche one-liners.
He's gonna voice the Toad in the backpack that we see next to Mario.
Yeah, and he talks in like a deep voice.
I keep saying that the movie doesn't like so far look Illumination-y. I mean, yes, there's the bright, like overly bright colors, but I think that kind of fits for Mario. But it's more like the clothing textures. Illumination doesn't do that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm just like because I've watched only old Illumination movies, but the Minions Rise of Gru didn't do that. The clothing was not this detailed, and also the proportions are really accurate to the game, which is like Illumination is known for like really skinny proportions in like Sing and Despicable Me, and their shitty Grinch movie too. The Grinch looks awful in that, and these don't look awful like the Grinch. And I don't know what to expect. I think Miyamoto had a lot to do with this movie, but also he is not like the most trustable person to have control of Mario right now. Like what he's done to Paper Mario is unfortunate.
Afraid of what Chris Pratt will sound like.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what their plan was. I see people go like, "Wait, why is like this actor voicing?" It's like I don't know. I don't know if Nintendo was
Jack
like,
Black.
"We got it."
Oh, it's starting.
I'll turn up the volume a bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's all the way up. Oh, let me turn it up the volume.
Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. At this Nintendo Direct is also being broadcast simultaneously at New York Comic Con. Hello, New York Comic Con.
Oh, it's New York Comic Con right
It's
now.
been nearly 40
Yeah.
years since the original Mario
They're
Brothers
showing
game
off
was released
Michael
in Japan.
Kuzak's other show that
Today,
isn't
lots of
Smiling
people
Friends,
around the
but
world
has
are
Hugh
playing
Jackman
Mario
in it.
games.
Oh yeah,
Thank you
that
all so
Australian
much.
show.
Yeah.
Australia.
I
Funny
did not
Family.
know he was
The
like.
world of
I
Super
did
Mario
not
Brothers will
realize he
become
was
an
like really
animated
big
movie.
in Australia. He's
We've
basically
been
like
working on this
Justin
movie
Roiland
together
but
with
for
Chris
Australia.
Meledandri from Illumination for a long
That's
time,
good.
from brainstorming and all the way through production. The time flew by as
although
we were
Australia
having fun
kind of has, like,
figuring
the
out how to
plus
depict the
not
Super Mario
being,
characters
like, next
and
to
world.
America like Canada is. In Canada,
Now, I'd like
has
to
to
hear
have
from
laws to
Chris-san,
make it
my
so that
good
they don't get
friend and
overshadowed.
great partner for the Chris-san.
Thank you, Miyamoto.
Oh, okay.
I am speaking on
kill
behalf
myself.
of our directors Michael Jelinek, Aaron
He nearly-
Horvath, and the
Miyamoto
entire
nearly gave me a
Illumination
heart
crew of
attack.
artists. When I tell you
There's
that
two minions in
producing
the
the
background
Super
and the
Mario
gorilla from
Brothers
Sing.
movie with you and your team
Oh, there's
has been an absolute privilege. Our crew is filled with Mario
Wait, was that
fanatics,
like
and
was
they're
that
bringing
Bolt?
the
I also
very
saw in
best
the
of their
background.
talent. Week,
Oh
we
no, that was
complete
a
animation.
different dog.
No, it's a dog from
knee-deep
their
into
Shady Pets
lighting
movie.
And compositing.
yeah.
He's been working hand in hand with Koji Kondo to integrate classic themes from the game into the
Wait, who
film
did I say
score.
was doing this?
Miyamoto-san,
I don't know, I
it's been
missed it.
over 7 years since
Please
we
have it be
first
Pharrell.
started talking about making this movie together.
Black, 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 black. They told me I had to wear black tie. I got black on right now. I'm black.
Now, I'll introduce two of the stars from this movie.
Oh, are they gonna talk?
Both of them love Nintendo games and made this into a
They
really
love
fun
Nintendo
movie.
games.
Are you ready?
Growing up,
Hey.
man, I spent
There he is.
hours of my life stomping
It's me.
Koopas
I'm Mario.
in the original Mario Brothers arcade game.
Go away.
At my
Why
local
does Twitch show
laundromat.
ads even if you
And
have
then, of
ad
course, it came
block
out
on?
Nintendo, and
Because
I
the
played
Twitch
that,
wants-
I mean,
Twitch
maybe
is
years
greedy.
of my life. Been a lifelong dream of mine to become Mario. That,
Yeah,
that
lifelong
dream,
dream.
Like all dreams, faces one critical
I
challenge.
want to be Super Mario too.
as in the film. The great.
So what's with his camera? Why is it so
hilarious,
blurry?
I don't know. He
talented
probably wants to
Mr.
blur the
Jack
background.
Oh,
But-
there he is.
Thank you, Chris, but I can't let you have
Honestly,
all
Jack
the fun.
Black is good casting though.
Now
He's
it's
an
time for us to
actual
make this
voice
moment
actor.
all about
He's
Yeah.
a pretty good one too.
Well,
And
you've
also,
been dreaming about
Charlie
playing
Day as
Mario.
Luigi is pretty
I've
good.
been prepared.
Anya Taylor-Joy
this
is a
flowing
good
mane
actor.
doesn't
I
just
just
appear
don't know
overnight.
how well she'll
she's
do as
an
Any
Peach.
idea how long it took me to
Yeah, I
learn
don't
how
know
to
she's a
breathe
good voice
fire?
actor.
I had
She
to
was
go
good
learn
in
under
The
Gene
Northman.
Simmons of Kiss.
She
All
she
this
might
hard
be
work's
like
been
a
worth it, though.
Zendaya
I am
as
so
like
proud
Zebo
to
or
have been able to
whatever.
collaborate with you
Where
Zendaya
she-
as
Miyamoto-san, as well as the
Lola
entire
Bunny.
Nintendo.
All right then. Thank you all for waiting. Let's press the start button.
Oh.
Let me hear.
Why is this epic?
Are they painting Bowser as a conqueror?
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
You know, his design looks sick.
Wait, Bowser actually looks good.
Yeah.
Open the gates!
Wait, Jack Black's good.
Damn. Oh, it's those guys.
So they're painting Bowser as a conqueror.
Yeah, it's the penguins from Mario 64.
Oh, it's an illumination joke right here.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield? I do not.
This doesn't look very illumination.
Yeah, and the writing, they've only had one illumination joke so far.
The animation.
I found it. Now who's gonna stop
Oh, it's the Infinity Stone. That's just his normal voice. That's just Chris Pratt's voice.
Okay, that looks illumination.
Yeah, that looks illumination.
Wake up in the morning.
That's just his voice!
Mushroom
Keegan Michael Key's
Kingdom,
doing good.
Here we come.
Where's Luigi? Oh, is that just a New York accent?
Yeah.
Where was Luigi? Oh, there he is. We got to hear make.
I want to thank all of you for
I
being
can't
a part
believe
of
this
this
Lawsuit
moment
movie
with
comes
us.
out
And
6
we're
days
excited
after
to share even more
Michael's
footage
birthday.
in the coming months.
Like with any Nintendo
Bowser
game,
will be
we're
like
working on the finishing
a tyrant.
touches.
It seems.
I hope you're looking
Yeah,
forward to the
Conqueror.
next trailer.
I think is the good.
It'll
angle
be a
to take.
great experience watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie in movie theaters.
Yeah.
This film can be enjoyed by people of all ages, so I hope you'll get to a movie
I don't know about
theater
that
and
one.
cheer for
It's
Mario.
illumination.
That's all for
It
today.
might be enjoyed by like infants.
We'll see you next spring in movie
If it's an average
theaters.
illumination, it'll
Thank
be
you.
enjoyed by infants.
So, we can see that Chris Pratt's Mario voice is just him doing a New York accent.
At least that maybe confirms he's from Brooklyn again,
Yeah.
because it's been a while. It looks fine. The texturing and details on the animation
It
actually
looks
pretty good.
a little better than I expected.
I mean, it definitely looks like not an illumination move with that. But what illumination does a lot is they cut corners in order to save money to make as much money as they can. Which in theory is a good practice, but it makes very boring results where you see like copy and pasted stuff a lot and like really low, like lame textures in a lot of their movies. Like I think Sing looks terrible. I think that art style of Sing is awful. I don't like it. It looks really boring. Secret Life of Pets looks boring. But it seems like they have a different art direction here than, and also Grinch. That movie looks like dog shit. The movie looks terrible. I don't really think, actually, I can't think of any modern Illumination movie that I think I like the look of, but this one looks decent, actually. I think it looks pretty decent.
Yeah. And the typical Illumination jokes, they were lesser. Like, there was only, like, two.
One.
There was, like, two. There was the penguin throwing the snowballs, and then Toad going, nah, that mushroom's fine.
I mean, that's to be expected from an American animated movie. It would be in a Pixar. It'd be a Pixar movie too. I don't know about DreamWorks. That's the Pixar joke too,
Yeah.
and Disney. Disney and Pixar make the same joke.
Yeah.
It's lame. That joke was lame, but like, I appreciate Jack Black not making a joke back because that's an Illumination move. Illumination move is like make the joke and then have someone else make a joke, and it keeps going back and forth and it never ends. They do that all the time and it sucks. I hate Illumination for that. I don't know, like it looks different.
Also, we barely got to hear. We barely got to hear Charlie as Luigi. We heard him like make a grunting noise, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll do a decent. I think he'll do good. He's funny.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt is gonna be like, can you do this?
He's
We
probably-
didn't see any.
I think he's gonna be like the weak link in the movie.
Yeah, if he's in it all the time. We also saw like Kamek, and Kamek's design changes pretty big, I'd say, but I like it.
Yeah. There was like, it didn't have the typical. Okay, it kind of had the typical like Illumination art style, but like, only in like a
More
few,
detail.
Like,
It's more detailed and
yeah,
better
and
lighting.
there's also just like one specific like shot where Mario made like, where Mario's like head seemed like very Illumination like.
Yeah, I think what really is why I'm having a hard time with the Illumination part is that it doesn't. The tone is different, and I think it's because Illumination really doesn't have that many movies. Especially like, I
Yeah,
mean, recently
you
they've
can
had a lot.
definitely
But
tell
the
that,
ones
like-
they've had are comedies. This seems more like an action comedy, and Despicable Me now is total comedy. Those ones are comedy. Secret Life of Pets is a family movie, which is boring. The Grinch is the Grinch. They went with a different tone this time, and I think that's I like that.
You
I think
can-
it actually like
And that's definitely like what Miyamoto's influence on it was, like changing the tone from like your typical Illumination movie to like something different. Also, at the very least, even with all like the different voice actors, we'll be getting like a cameo from Charles Martinet, and I'm thinking it'll be Wario, because like we already have voices for Mario and Luigi. It would only make sense for Charles to be Wario or Waluigi as well.
yeah. Nathan, where are you?
What?
WooCat tweeted out a picture of Mario and just says Nathan. Where are you? From the fucking Nathaniel Bandy video.
I thought you were saying. I thought you were like saying
Who are you?
Nathan. I thought you were saying Nathan for you in like a weird way. What if they put Nathan Fielder in the movie?
You would know it because he'd go like, I'm here in the Mushroom Kingdom. Why I found he would. I don't think he does animated movies. I don't even know if he does. Does he do like acting roles? I know he does.
I
Like
checked
own
his.
TV
I
shows.
checked his IMDb, and like, he does some. Like, I think he voiced a character in like Bob's Burgers.
Oh, that makes sense. That show's funny. Oh, Tumblr sexy man of the day just replied to you.
What?
Benix and Bowser. Final message. I just like refreshed and I saw them like tweet out Bowser. I looked at him like, oh shit, it's you. My final message. You know what? They might be right about that actually, because Bowser like is an actual character who talks in this. Therefore, it is very likely that he will be a sexy man. Like the reason what holds Bowser back in the Mario games is that Bowser has no character, right? That's what holds him back in the Mario games. To be a sexy man, you have to have a character, even if it's a bad character. Like if you're the Onceler, you're literally a bad guy who has no good morals at all. It is just a corrupt capitalist. But people love him because he's hot and a twink, but also has character. Therefore, this might make Bowser a sexy man. Because he's a big fucking lizard.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be Foreman Spike, because he's a character who's been in like what, one Mario. He's been in one game.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that doesn't look like an Illumination movie in a good way. Like it doesn't. It looks kind of good.
Yeah.
And that's like. Like I'm skeptical because trailers can lie. Like
Yeah,
a
trailers
lot.
can be deceiving. Like remember.
Yeah, trailers can be deceiving,
Remember
but
the Suicide Squad trailer?
Yeah, that's the thing I'm like thinking of where it's like, is this like a Suicide Squad thing? Because like they paint it as like an action comedy, which is like more than like. I honestly expected a fish. I mean, it is a fish out of water, but at the same time, like Toad knows who like Mario is when he goes through the pipe in the Mushroom Kingdom, and I think like having Bowser be a conqueror like makes a lot of sense because it's like Bowser's kingdom versus like the other kingdoms would make a lot of sense to kind of adapt to the Mario world.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're going with. Where and like power stars I guess are like sources of power in the world, which is also a good way to adapt that and also would make sense in the games. I don't I hope that I hope Foreman Spike is in a location based on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Not this one, the old one.
Yeah, he'll probably be like in the very beginning of the movie, where like before they go to the Mushroom Kingdom.
I think he could be. I think he. I mean, so here's my prediction: is that it's going to be like a they're going to spend like the first act like get in the Mushroom Kingdom, and either they're going to go to Bowser, or they're going to I don't know. Actually, it could be that they go on a journey to find Bowser, or it could be that Bowser invades throughout the movie and they meet up a couple times. Who knows? I don't know. That looks surprisingly good. And people who are mad about the design, you wanted them to rip the design from Mario Odyssey? This is like, I hate to break it to people, this just looks like Mario's design looks 10 times better than most Illumination designs. I dare them to look at the fucking Grinch movies designs and sing and tell me anything about those designs, because those ones are 10 times worse. Those ones are awful. It just looks like like people are like, why is it like that? It's like, that's just what American animated movies look like. Like I hate to break it to you, that is just like what they look like. There's like there's a couple of things that I enjoy noticing with like cultural differences. American animated movies have a look, even if they like change up the look, and the American movie look is actually changing. American animated movies are now looking different, but it looks like an American 3D animated movie from the 2010s. Or like 2000, like 2010s actually, 2010s, which is when the movie was in development. I think we're leaving the era of when things look like this. I think we're slowly moving out of that era after the Bad Guys and Spider-Verse. And I haven't seen Intergalactic on Netflix, but that looks
looks really good. I have the trailer pulled up right now, and the fact that they like went for the deep cut reference and included the fucking penguins from Mario 64, I was not expecting that.
It also makes sense that
much
they would
less
have,
making them like a kingdom that exists.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
I think this will be like the Sonic movie, where it definitely like has impact on like the lore of the games.
Yeah, I think that's the craziest thing we're seeing right now, is that like, what era would you expect American adaptations to affect like the big Japanese like platformer games? Because there was an era where, like, I think the only example that I could think of that was like positive was Godzilla 2014, where that one was so good that it actually like the design started being used and people were like, oh yeah, it's a really good design. But Sonic, we're seeing like shit from the movie and the games, and it's like, really? Like, I think that movie's okay, it's decent, but it's like, it had that much of an impact on at least American audiences. And I mean, to be fair, the American audience is very, very big. And when I say American, I also say Canadian, because they count too in the British and the Australians, because they all speak English.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people. So they, like, American blockbusters, I think we very much forget how influential they are to brands, especially if they do well. And this is like one of the big animation studios in the US, even if Americans really don't like them.
Yeah, like this is Illumination, one of the big animation studios, adapting one of the biggest video game series.
This could be like a monumental film. Like, this could be like, I mean, and also keep in mind, Illumination is doing like the best they've ever had right now. Like, I don't think their movies are doing the best they've ever had.
Yeah.
Actually, no. According to some people, Sing 2 is good, and I don't know.
I don't believe them.
Watch that, but Chris said it was good, and she is like really critical of animated movies and just movies in general. She said it was good. I was like, wait, really? She's like, yeah, it was good.
Now,
And I was
one
like,
thing
oh,
I'm
shit.
wondering: do you think this will be better than either of the Sonic movies?
It could definitely be better than the first one.
Yeah.
The first one I think is just okay. The
Yeah.
first one's an average American blockbuster with like
yeah,
a,
and then
with
the
a
second
little-
movie actually brings in like all the Sonic like references and stuff.
Look, if
and
if,
then
they-
I think
if Mario's
the,
not going like this is just like Ghostbusters, dude, then it's better than Sonic.
Yeah.
It's better than both of them. And this movie's gonna be huge. Like this is gonna be insane. I don't know if it'll be good, but it doesn't matter. Minions Rise of Gru is not good, and that movie is doing. That movie did amazing.
Yeah. But that
this
was
movie's
mostly through memes.
No, there was a lot of kids who saw that. Like Minions Rise of Gru would not be as popular as it was without the children watching it. And Illumination is really good with children. And if they can get all audiences in with this, then you'll have like infants plus me going to the movie, and me
Yeah.
not in a suit.
So I'm listening to Toad's voice. I gotta say, Keegan Michael Key is pretty good because I cannot tell that it's him.
Yeah, he's I mean a lot of comedians are surprisingly good at like voice acting and acting in general. I think Balp summarized it best, where comedians have to like their job is to make people laugh. They have to elicit an emotion, which means you have to understand like emotions to be able to elicit an emotion like a comedian.
I'm
That
looking
was
at
really cool.
Luigi's design and it looks pretty good actually. Like Luigi also doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, the movie is actually gonna like. I mean, it's Illumination again, so we'll see. We'll see it. I'll wait. I'll reserve my judgment until the movie we get to see a little bit more of it. But this might be like partly because Nintendo is heavily involved. Like I know they said I didn't hear who the main composer was, but I did hear that like I forget the dude's name, but the Mario composer literally is working on it.
Fuck you!